Hello, welcome everyone to the TIP LATAM 2021 event. This session is by Capgemini Engineering, and we are glad to share some of our perspectives on disaggregation in networking, titled Is Disaggregation Accelerating Network Buildouts? This session is by two of us. I am Kalimani Venkatesan Govindarajan, Head of Network Software Product Management at Capgemini Engineering, and joined by Satya, Director, Network Software Product Management at Capgemini Engineering. Before we get on to today's session, let me give a quick introduction to Capgemini Engineering and what we offer. Capgemini, as many of you know, is a global corporation headquartered in France, present in 50 plus countries with 18 plus billion revenues. We are in multiple sectors, lines of businesses, that includes a significant telecom focus. Capgemini Engineering is a product engineering R&D group of Capgemini, placed number one in the engineering R&D space with focus on digital engineering, software product engineering, integration, and products. With 20 plus years of investments in licensable software frameworks and new technologies in networking, wireless 5G, cloud, edge, and automotive, we have been helping OEMs and telco operators build a variety of networking solutions for the past 25 years. A quick look at our involvement with TIP. We have been one of the founding members of TIP, starting from the Open RAN and later with the OOPT groups. We brought in our NOS for the DCSG in November 2019 and have increased our participation in other groups such as the Open BNG and the DDVR. Our NOS supports the requirements for a wide range of network scenarios, starting from the sub-access and access routers, like the DCSG, the front hall with CIPRI and radio over Ethernet, fixed access scenarios with the OLT and BNG, the aggregation and core. The NOS also supports secure virtual routers for industrial and telcos, as well as our supported open source edition with Sonic Plus. All this is possible thanks to our rich partner ecosystem and their strong and continued support in making this happen. Now, on to the topic of the hour. Is disaggregation accelerating network buildouts? We chose to ask this question because when Disag started years ago, it was also to spur a wave of Disag deployment and change the world. Did it happen in reality now? And what's going to be a pragmatic path ahead? That's what we plan to explore here. So let us start from a question. What networks want? A seemingly basic question, but that offers tremendous insights. What operators want today and any day? Deployment-ready solutions, which are tightly integrated, offering comfort, peace of mind. That which offers a sensible TCO for years, not just year one. A total openness at all interface points. And the reality has always been one of coexistence with existing solutions and newer deployments. Top this, and overall vendor diversity fostering innovation and ecosystem maturity. These are fundamental points before and now. With Disag, they stay the same, and operators need to evaluate the Disag solutions for all these maturity indicators before taking the journey. As we interact with telcos, we have gained interesting perspectives, which we would like to share here. Number one, Disag is 100% on the cards of every operator. Not considering disaggregation today is not an option. Second, no part of the network is unfit. Thanks to TIP, it is reaching out formally to more and more parts of the network. And third, Disag needs to coexist with the traditional deployed and traditional being deployed. It's not just the network elements, the management software, operational software, the whole vertical slice. Operators are in different stages, right from, if you look at the left-hand side, I need to evaluate and prove Disag. Then I have decided to do Disag, say 10% or 15% this year. I'm fully convinced I am doing Disag only. And then to some of the largest operators who have chosen to build their own Disag solution. So certainly the Disag market is evolving and holds a great potential for operators and vendors alike. Now, let us see what's still holding back Disag. If we see from networking origins, we know it started as monolithic piece. It worked, but was expensive, not open, and less open to innovation. Today, we have a highly disaggregated, distributed, multi-component structure. Simply put, all these disaggregated components now need to work exceptionally well together. If we take NOS software as a central piece, it needs to interact with, say, other software, other microservices, other management software, EMS, other orchestration layers, and certainly with a host of hardware platforms. Different silicon, be it ASICs, FPGAs, even software-based forwarding, and provide a uniform, homogeneous experience to the operator. This integrated, uniform, homogeneous experience is the necessary as an enabler upon which more and more innovations, let's say, add all SDN capabilities, virtualization, programmability, intent-based networks, AI, ML support, and so on. They can all be comfortably built upon this integrated foundation. At this point, let me turn over this presentation to my colleague Satya to present deeper at some of the disaggregated architectures. Over to you, Satya.
Thank you, Kalimani, for giving very good insights into what the telcos are looking for in the disaggregation deployment. Now, in the next few slides, we will look into the technical aspect of what disaggregation is all about, and we will look at the disaggregation levels in detail, and we can look at what Capgemini offers in terms of the disaggregated solution. The disaggregation doesn't end between the hardware and software. There are possibilities of disaggregation at various levels. In this slide, the first model shows traditional disaggregation of hardware and software, where an industry standard NOS fit into a white box. The second model shows disaggregation at container level, where NOS can run in a containerized environment to interwork with third-party applications in other containers. In this model, the underlying hardware can still be a white box. The third model shows disaggregation at virtual machine level, where each NOS runs in a virtualized environment. This model typically fits into a commodity hardware and can scale elastically as services grow. The fourth model shows disaggregation of different pieces of NOS, that is, where service plane runs in a server or cloud and interface with the physical hardware, the white box, through a well-defined API. This model typically fits into the BNG and OLT deployments predominantly. Now, in this model, just extends the level of disaggregation from single device to a chassis-based architecture. The chassis-based architecture addresses the extreme scaling requirements of core routers, and this can be built from 2 units and can scale depending on the scaling requirements of the operator. In this model, NOS is split where data plane runs in the packet forwarder white box and control plane protocols run in a server. This slide depicts the disaggregated software solution from Capgemini. So Capgemini offers the disaggregated software solution from access all the way to the core network, supplemented by our SDN-based management solution called SAMS. The Capgemini software portfolios include the NAS for OLT, front hall, vRouter, cell site access, aggregation, BNG, and core network deployments, and supplemented by our own SAMS based management solution. Capgemini NAS filled with the rich feature contents from layer 2, layer 3, MPLS, segment routing, SDN capabilities, and timing. Capgemini NAS is built from the ISS, the networking software, which has been widely deployed by tier 1 and tier 2 service providers, large industrial networks, and enterprises across North America, Europe, Asia Pacific for the past 25 years. The Capgemini NAS supports flexible architecture that the software can run in a physical white box, virtualized environment, or in a containerized environment as microservices. Capgemini offers professional services to help the customers to address any customized requirements, like, for example, to integrate the NAS with the external third party software or FPGA components. Capgemini has got a strong partner ecosystem with ODM partners, silicon partners, distribution reseller partners, and technology partners. Capgemini NAS is ported almost all the merchant silicon available today, ranging from Broadcom, Marvell, Intel, Microchip to the Realtek. This silicon diversity ensures that customers have a choice to choose from the wide variety of silicon based on the cost and performance. And finally, the Capgemini NAS is very flexible and modular architecture that the software can run in a physical white box, a virtualized environment, or in a containerized environment as microservices. And a new component or a additional capability for the new silicon can be added within a short span of time. In the legacy solution deployment models, largely OEMs have played the multiple roles from hardware vendor, software vendor, and systems integrator. OEMs typically integrate the hardware, software pieces with NMS CMS, with operators' own OSS or and BSS systems. So here the OEMs typically have complete view of operators' network ecosystems. But with the disaggregation model, the operator faces the challenges from procurement of hardware, software, all the way to deployment lifecycle. This is where the operators need some kind of the consultancy services, like, for example, choosing the right hardware SKUs and right NAS with the relevant feature set for their deployment requirements, and guidance on how disaggregated solution can be stitched with the legacy deployments. Here, the system integrators can play the role of consultancy services and can provide single point of source and a contact point right from consultancy, procurement, and deployment lifecycle. To do this, the SI system integrator need to understand the complete ecosystem of operators' existing network ecosystem, including the OSS and BSS systems. Capgemini provides these consultancy services to guide the operators to choose the appropriate white box model and NAS based on the features and operators' requirements. And also Capgemini provide system integration services to plan and deploy the hardware and software. We hope you enjoyed this presentation. Please do reach out to us through email if you have any comments, clarifications, questions. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.